Right now, looking at it, we are 18.5 point favorites on the road. The over-under in this one's 52.5. So they're expecting some defense in this one. And I think Vegas is expecting us to bounce back. And if we're a championship caliber team, this is what we do. We bounce back. And like you're saying, Quan, the issue was they bull rushed us. This offensive line now has to prove once again that they are the top unit in college football, which they're at their best, we know they can be. Calvin Banks, I always throw out the PFF grades. He still somehow had like an 84 PFF
Dude,
grade.
I'm telling you, I told you they didn't play that bad. We got outnumbered and out schemed.
Yeah.
When it was one-on-one, even the sack on the goal line, he held that dude for like 3 seconds, and then Quinn did not step up in the pocket, and he clipped his ankle, and Quinn fell down. The dude was blocking his butt off, and the more I keep watching, I'm going, "Crap, this is just not as bad as it seems." Yes, as bad as it seems.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a beast and he's going to be a
Yes,
pro
he is.
someday.
Good on good. 2 first rounders.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll say this, and I'll kick us off. I'll kick us off today because I always throw to you guys, and I always get chump changed in what I want to see piece
You
to the
got it,
game.
Vandy.
On defense, for me, we're getting the hurries, we're getting the pressures. I want to see it convert to sacks. I want to see Trey Moore. I love that he's getting the hurries. I love that he's getting there. I want to see him convert to sacks. Same with Barron Sorrell. I want to see these guys bring the quarterback down. And then from an offensive perspective, it's time for an Isaiah Bond 100-yard, 120-yard game.
You just stole
Sorry.
mine.
Okay. I'll go to you next. I can let you close out. I need an Isaiah Bond 100-yard game. This is the time. If he's a first round caliber receiver and our offense is as explosive as we think it can be, this is the time for Isaiah Bond to 007 and not have a 2 for 11 with a score game, but give me that 7 for 120, and then let's make some noise in Nashville.
Yeah, I mean, as you were saying that, I'm literally just looking at his recent games and thinking to myself, this is the guy who's supposed to be in the first round. He had 2 for 11 against Georgia. I know he gets hurt in the OU game, but he had 1 catch for 5 yards. Mississippi State, 74 yards. ULM, 75 yards. UTSA was his big game. We need him to be the guy that everyone expects him to be. I mean, a lot of that just comes from not getting as many targets, but pepper him with targets because he can create space for himself. I mean, what he does with the ball in his hands, I mean, he's got elite skills as a ball carrier. So give him as many opportunities as possible to get going so we can, have him continue to build his stock, but at the same time, make our offense a little more dynamic. So I agree with you there. And spread the ball out as well. I would like to see other guys get that same type of love. And then on defense, get those sacks going again. 1 sack against Carson Beck for Anthony Hill. Sure, but I still want to see Colin Simmons back there. I still want to see Ethan Burke back there. I still want to see Broughton and Sorrell. I want all those guys to get theirs.
Mm-hmm.
Fellas, I got to talk to y'all about this because we're talking about sacks, right? And that would be nice. But our defense got 3 turnovers. Those hurries matter. If you're hurrying a first round Beck who then is throwing a little earlier or throwing a little off, and our boys are right there, that is every 3 freaking turnovers, man. Those hurries are a big deal. Our offense just didn't take quite as much advantage of them as we saw Georgia, and unfortunately, because they ran the ball decent, our turnovers are on the other side of the 50 versus our own 40 or 30. So I know what you're saying. Sacks are amazing, and that would be great to finish them.
We're stat
But if they
junkies.
continue to hurry them, if we get 3 turnovers, 3 picks versus Vandy, we'll beat them by 40. Georgia's that good, and they did something a little bit different. So from a defensive standpoint, instead of even thinking turnovers, it would be nice to get those, but bigger than anything, and watching a little bit of Vandy, it's getting off the field at 3rd down. Now they're a team that'll absolutely go for it on 4th, but if we get off the field on 3rd down, keeping them in 3rd and long is other words, basically what I'm saying. 2 things: we keep them at 3rd and long, so win first, 2nd down. We'll get turnovers because our defense is that good. They'll get pressure on them, and listen, he's a dog too. That quarterback for Vandy, he got some, as
None.
Sark said, he has some grit.
Yeah.
He plays hard. He tries hard. He is not going to give up. But if we have them in 3rd and long, they're in very big trouble because they're a running team and they don't have the leading receivers, or catcher is a tight end, so they're not passing around on that level. So this week defense, have them in 3rd and long, get off the freaking field because they want to keep the ball from you, which is exactly how they beat Bama. And then from an offensive standpoint, when you get the ball, we need some explosive plays. If just like us, we got down by 3 touchdowns and we actually clawed back because we're good enough, but end up getting it away from us. You get up by 2 or 3 touchdowns on Vandy, they just can't. You can't play keep away when you need to go down and score. And so our defense live up to it. I know some people are thinking, "Oh, let's take the ball first. Let's go score." No, defense, we trust y'all. Y'all are the most consistent thing, not just on this team, but literally in the country. You're number one in scoring defense. So we stop their run. We get the ball. We go score. We still get it after halftime. Say you go up by 1, 2, 3 touchdowns, then get it at halftime, go score again. This game is all but over. So
Yeah.
I need the explosive plays. It could be Bond. It could be Arteta. I don't care who does it. I run for 50. It doesn't matter. But we need some 10, 15, 20 yards. Throw it over the top. Quinn, let's work on that deep ball. And defense do their thing. So that's what I think. I think that's their keys to really bouncing back and taking care of business. And I'm gonna tell you, I think y'all can tell I trust we're gonna do it. After
Yeah.
watching that game, as crazy as it is, and it didn't look pretty, I saw some things that says, okay, we lost tonight. We did. As they say, players have nights, but I still see we're as advertised. We're pretty freaking good. And I think we're gonna show everybody this week. And that's why I think Vegas feels the way they do as well with the lines.
Yeah, and I'm glad you gave that quarterback his credit because he can run. That's something that has burned us in the past, but we have the defense right now to stop it. He's gritty, he's hungry, he fights for those yards, and so I'm glad you shouted him out. And that's Diego Pavia from 6-footer from New Mexico with just like he plays a little crazy, kind of like
Yeah.
our Sam Ellinger light over there in Vandy. He's willing to put his head down and get that extra yard, and that's why our defense, can't be asleep at the wheel like they haven't been on this one. I was listening to your analysis there, and you like kind of quoted the Tim Tebow halftime speech against OU. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that video
Oh,
again,
I
the
haven't. What is
national
that?
championship. I just there was like 3 lines in there that just sounded exactly like it got me fired up. It just sounded exactly like we're gonna get the ball. You guys get the ball. We're gonna go down there and score. Like it just kind
Oh,
of
yeah, 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 yeah. I do remember that. You're exactly right. I do remember that.
reminded me of that. Lastly, we'll
I
close
believe
it
it.
out. Score predictions. Q, we'll go with you first.
Man, I really do think after watching this team, they're gonna bounce back because I just so much of what I talk about and what I see differently is their demeanor. They were embarrassed, they're annoyed, and I think they're gonna play with that edge. So I think we're gonna go take care of business. And I could see, even though Vandy's gonna try to keep it from us, I could see a 38-10 game.
Oh, okay. I like that. I hope you're right. Nick, you want to give tosses out because he sent his in.
Yeah,
And
his was 34-9. So another
Pretty
beatdown.
close. We're feeling good.
Yeah. I'll go 44-13.
okay, I like that. I'm gonna go
Texas, of
30.
course.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 35-14. I think they get 2 on us. I think they are gritty, and I think they should be respected and are a good team. But if we are that championship caliber team, this is when we bounce back. This you get hit in the mouth, and then you get right back up, and you get it cooking.
Yes, sir.
All right, Q. You enjoy Nashville for us. Enjoy some hot chicken.
Yes, sir.
Enjoy some drinks, and then enjoy some
Some
football. That's the
celebration
most.
drinks too.
That's
Hey,
the thing.
celebration drinks, little
That's the
ranch
most.
water in Nashville, maybe a little cigar, victory cigar, and then come back and get ready for the next. Enjoy that bye week that we'll need.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Fisher, DJ Nikki Snacks Crider, and number 6, the Quan Cosby. We'll see you guys next time. Hook 'em.